Hello, I'm Philip Stoughton for EMS Now. I'm here at APEX 2012 in San Diego, and I'm joined by a very distinguished team to have a little chat about the way companies are collaborating for the benefit of their customers. I'm joined by Ross Berntsen from Indium Corporation, Brian Lau from DEC, and Gunther Lauber from C-Place. If we can start with you, Ross, because as the only consumables guy here amongst the capital equipment guys, you have a lot of collaborations with a lot of different businesses. What do they kind of bring to your business, but more importantly, what do they bring to your customers that you can't do on your own?
Well, being a materials company, you can't use our materials without it interfacing with a piece of equipment. So there's a special relationship between us and the equipment vendors, because in order to apply our material or have the efficiencies with our materials or get the yields with our materials, we have to work together. So those collaborations can come from a customer's got a projection of a needed technology, so we work with an equipment vendor to get to that technology. Or maybe a customer's having a problem right now with the process. They're not getting the yields they want, so we can work together on those. And it generates novel materials for us, which is great, because then we have something new to bring to the market.
Yeah, so you're able to test your own product, but also resolve issues. Brian, you've been working with these guys, but you're working with Ko-Young and a bunch of other guys on different things. How do you find those collaborations work? Are people really open to these kind of collaborations nowadays?
Absolutely, and our customers expect it. Especially for DEC, we're a best-in-class supplier with the screen printing, but we interface with an entire line. So our customers expect that we can play nice with the inspection equipment, with the conveyor equipment, with the placement equipment that's upline, as well as the stencil suppliers, the consumable suppliers, the material suppliers. So it really is incumbent on us to reach out and create those relationships in a lot of cases, because we really depend on them.
Okay, and Gunther, from your point of view, the guys both mentioned kind of best in class, and you're all global players. A lot of your customers are also very much in the global market, and they're looking for something they can repeat in various different places. It must be very important for them, for you to be able to interface with the whole line, wherever it is throughout the world.
Definitely. I think it's our job as a supplier that we provide the best solution to our customers, and that means we have to work in partnerships with, like we have a long-term partnership with DEC and also with oven suppliers, that we really can provide the best SMT line, including the materials, then to our customers. And that is our job, to provide this on a global base, not only in a region. So we have to work with partners who are also global. And then this, for example, with DEC, it works very, very, very well since years.
Yeah. And Ross, from your point of view, you mentioned earlier that you have collaborations on projects with C-Place, but also with ASM in Asia in different parts of the supply chain. I guess it then becomes interesting for you when those organizations get together, and those collaborations, do they tend to be, they start at a sales process, or a lot of them kind of engineer to engineer? I know that's
that's a big part of who we are. Is we like to bring our engineers to the factory floor with our customers to interface with their process and the equipment and our material and how they all interact. And so a lot of our projects start from either working with the industry collaboration group on a trend, or working with a customer on their facility with one of our tech service people that sees a need, sees something that's not going right, or that something that could be better, and then they bring the group together. And then it often ends up flowing into a product manager who's going to manage that interaction.
Okay. I'd like to imagine, Brian, that if I'm a contract manufacturer in Germany and I'm printing with your equipment, I'm placing with your equipment, and I'm using your consumables, that if I have an issue, I can pick up the phone and get you all in the room together with my process engineers. Does that happen? Do people?
It does happen. Not as frequently probably as it used to, but more so from the R&D standpoint. So no one of us can be an expert in all the aspects of the interface to our machine. So really we look to the collaboration more from developing the new products and capabilities that customers don't yet know they need. In some cases though, the customers will identify those, and certainly we work with them on those, but those are typically not necessarily cutting edge, it's more problem solving versus developing the new capabilities and expanding our range of expertise to give them new solutions.
Yeah, and on that topic, if the guys from DEC are in with a client and they're asking them about an issue on solder paste, are you able to transfer knowledge to them so they can answer questions?
Absolutely. We actually we happen to have a DEC machine in our simulation lab, so we work very closely with the DEC engineers on how to take what we're learning in our lab
Yeah.
and the interactions between a stencil blade, squeegee blade, and a printer, and all those setups
Yeah.
with our specific material to optimize the customer's application of that material. And so it happens I think it happens a lot at maybe the lower levels within the organization, where
Yeah.
you have an engineer with another engineer from your place, an engineer from the
Yeah.
customer, and
Resolving
they're
those
working
issues.
through those things. And then on the roadmap, it is a little bit different when you're looking for that next technology.
Yeah.
That is very much a company-to-company
Yeah.
activity very often.
Yeah, and Gunther, from your point of view, I've visited a lot of EMS facilities all around the world in the last couple of years, and often seen lines with a deck printer, a bunch of C-place placement machines. How much do you need to collaborate to actually make sure the lines are tuned to work together? How much information do you need from deck on pulse rates, on the way the boards are delivered from one device to the other?
I think the more information you have about the process, the better you can control the process. And it's our job as the placement machine supplier or the printer supplier or the material supplier to come up with new innovations and technologies, because we know the process or our machines the best, how to deal with the process. And if we share information about how the printing process works and how the placement process works, then obviously you can optimize.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't share those information, you cannot optimize. And that's our job, to support proactively our customers, and
Yeah.
don't wait till the customer is coming and saying, I have a problem here.
Yeah.
We should proactively work on those things and provide new
Provide a
solutions,
solution.
and that drives the innovation, in my opinion.
Okay, fantastic. Gunther, Brian, Ross, thanks very much for your time. Thanks for talking to me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of the show, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.